updates. I think I've had like 3 people do this.
Okay, I got the mic working. I'm the only one you need to hear, right, folks, in the audience? Yeah, okay, just making sure. Let's see here. Yeah.
Just be your inner conscience for the next, like, what, hour and a half?
I love it. The voices in my head, they're telling me things. One of them sounds Scottish for some reason. Let's see.
You are
Fine.
apparently part Scottish. So.
And now I hear British.
Apparently.
Let's see.
I swear to God, every time I meet an American, they always claim to be part Scottish.
I am part Scottish. I'm like 80% Irish, but I got like this much Scottish in me.
I'm actually German on my father's side and then Irish on my mother's side.
Let's see here.
No Scottish.
I am 100%
Are
cool.
you trying to fix the audio right now, Red?
No, we got it good.
It's coming through.
Yeah, everybody
Oh,
can
is
hear you
it?
guys. Hello.
Oh, okay.
Folks.
Hello.
Hello.
Look at us.
Thank you for the
Huh?
resub, Omni. Man, 8 months. Damn.
Dude, I know, right? It's so fucking weird.
Never let her run. Welcome in. Neg 2 crew, what's up? How you doing?
Hey.
Hello, friends.
Bon Bon, hello.
Might be a Scottish raccoon.
Hello.
Scottish raccoon. That's crazy.
Cool.
It was something negative said in the chat.
Oh, I understand. Okay, anyway. Let's see. Welcome back, folks. This is episode 7 of Cyberpunk Red, coming together. Last episode, well, actually, you know what? Why don't I let my players give a brief recap? Whoever wants to start.
I will gladly recap the whole thing.
By all
So-
means.
I'm terrible at recaps.
Yes.
I'm
Yes,
So-
the Duke. Oh, I mean.
Look, okay, I forgot, okay?
Oh, I was
just give me a
reading the
break.
screen. I just put that.
Fucking
My
skull
bad,
emoji
everyone.
and everything. I'm fixing
Everyone-
it right
So,
Everyone
So-
stick a post-it note to Alex's name that says Fireball.
now. I will scream. Okay, go ahead,
Oh,
Alec.
no.
Give me the
Okay.
recap.
so well, last session actually was pretty simple. We went through everyone basically dealing with Duke being killed. We actually had Uptime went and thought they were safe at their friend Firewall's house, which turns out they
Nope.
were not. And they had been sold out to the mob, who we owe a shitload of money to now. As far as Siren, had a very emotional time. Siren and Vacant met Fireball, who is a crazy Ukrainian man. That's all I'll say about Fireball. And then Vacant has like a whole little entourage now, which I think is kind of interesting. But yeah, it ended with the Luchess family, the mafia, has basically said we have a month to pay them a shitload of eddies or we're all dead. And in Fireball's defense, he ain't steal none of that money. I don't know why he's being brought in all this, but that's fine.
Well, it's
You're
in
associated.
exchange for uptime, isn't it?
It's
Allegedly.
it's
Well,
all good.
It's Uptime has a separate bounty on him by Biotechnica, I believe, which is why he's currently a wanted man, because Biotechnica saw him kiss their networks and was like, "Oh, this Claude's alive. Let's see what a couple, like, what was it at? Last I heard, it was like 80,000 eddies on my head.
80,000.
Let's see if that's
No,
enough.
it's
Ooh.
800,000.
Yeah, it was more than that.
Yeah, it's been
It
slow.
was
It's been slow
500,000
growing.
when they picked you up in the car, and by
Yep,
the
that's
time
right.
that you'd driven to Sirens, it was 800,000.
You know, because that's great. So honestly, the mafia threatening us for all this money, almost kind of a secondary, really.
Just a very brief disclaimer, my end. There is a toddler in the house at the moment, and they are still awake.
House.
So I might have to jump out and deal with that at points.
Sad
Just
topic.
fair.
No, you
Small
are all
children.
good.
All right.
Hashtag, yeah, content warning. small child.
Something when a small, adorable, but slightly irritating child may pop up on the camera and take us all by surprise.
Ambush.
I'll try to watch your back.
Okay, so Next year said, "I'll try to keep it down." Thank you for
Aw.
consideration.
No, you can be as noisy as you want. It's fine.
It's okay. You can be as noisy as you want. I have AirPods in, so all of the noise is coming directly into my ears.
Oh no, Cat can't hear us. She has AirPods. Oh no, the mafia's coming and she can't hear them. Anyway,
But-
we're just gonna pick right up where you left off. All those long, sleek-looking black cars literally just pulled out of the back alley area, and with like a screech onto the road, they just all sort of disappear and kick out plenty of CO2 in the meantime, just kind of leave you in dust and smoke, and you're just sort of there. Oh yeah, and Vacant's on the ground.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yes,
still on the
Vacant.
ground on my back.
Oh,
I'm going to ignore Vacant for a moment, and I'm going to look over to Uptime and be like, "Hello, I am Fireball. Nice to meet you. I think it would be cooler if we met under different circumstance, where your friend doesn't get beat to shit in front of you, and they're not threatening your life and things. But life is full of unknowable gray areas, so
You'd be surprised how often this happens.
Uptime.
Siren's gonna look at everyone and go, "Should we take this inside?"
Oh yes, I'll go and I'll just pick up Vacant, just to take them inside. Duke told me that Vacant is very good at saying wrong thing to powerful people.
Yep.
You got that right. She
musician.
points up at you.
Uptime is just watching this all with wide eyes, mild shock, and a bleeding chest.
And I'm
Yeah.
going to be like,
And
Vacant,
she's gonna look
very
at you and be
important.
like, "You in now? Like, we're gonna fix the bleeding chest."
as I'm holding Vacant, I'm just like, where is the gun?
It's currently on my in the car, and she points over to the Duke's old car.
Okay, so I'm going to bring you to the car first before I bring you
Okay.
outside.
That's fine.
Okay,
I
and
picked
I
that
I'll
will
up
gladly
anyway.
be led inside.
I will take the gun and then bring Vacant inside.
Why are you taking
And-
my gun?
No, I'm just holding it. I made it. All right. I mean,
Yeah.
like,
But it's mine.
oh, excuse me.
You're
Excuse
gonna
me.
slowly reach over, try and take it back.
I'll be annoyed, but I'll hand it over.
I love
Bear in mind,
Night
she's quite weak, so she's probably just very lazily lifting her arm up.
I love Night
And it's a
City, like,
big gun.
somebody
Yeah.
Not like
dies.
I've made it or anything, but
I love this too.
whatever.
If somebody just fucking dies and it's just like, oh yeah, their stuff's mine now. It's just like,
It was gifted to me.
yeah.
It's
So
mine.
was the car that you called Duke's car by a dead guy. So go figure.
I didn't
That
say
was
that.
less
That was,
gift
that
and
was
more
out of
legitimate
character.
Hey.
salvage.
I maintain Duke got the proper papers for it. It's his car.
Exactly. It's not signed
Gross.
over to me yet.
It's legitimate salvage.
It's also
Yeah.
not signed
Oh,
over to me
Lord.
yet, so it's still technically Duke's car.
Y'all have been in Night City
Hey,
too
Odie.
long.
Oh, it is. That's unfortunate.
What's up, Odie?
Hey, buddy.
What is-
So,
Right, I will help
Uptime,
Uptime
Troublesome.
inside. I
he largely
You just-
leans on you, I imagine, this whole time.
and when I get in there, the table is covered in board games, and I'm like, hold on. I just kind of prop you up against something, go over,
He
kind of.
he can stand on his own weight, although he does grunt a little bit as he looks at the table. So I see you had a fun time without me then. That was a joke. It's been a rough 24 hours, and my humor is not as good as it should be, so please don't take that the wrong way. I'm in enough pain, and I don't need more. And he just sort of crouches down on the floor for a
Okay,
second.
okay.
No, take your time. I'm just holding a person here.
Let's
can-
begin with
you
the
can
pain
keep holding
levels,
me.
shall we? And then
You can
I'm
just keep holding me.
She's
it's
just
fine.
gonna go straight into like bossy nurse, just like take off your shirts. Like I need to analyze everything. Like getting all the
fine.
tools out.
I'm
This
just
is what I'm
browsed.
in this game for.
What's your purpose? Heal people. Oh my god.
I feel
Oh,
What's my
no.
purpose?
like
You stitch people back together.
the cleric.
You are.
Mm.
You are the cleric.
But we're so much
I
more
think
than
I'm
that.
gonna use my go-to. Oh, you're dying. Okay, healing word, I guess.
Oh, that's such a mood. You're like, I have 8 spell slots. How many of them do you get to use? 1, because you idiots use the rest every day. Yeah, no. Uptime would, take the shirts off. The overshirt, like he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt because it's hot, and I'm hot, and I don't feel like wearing a jacket in
Goddamn right
95
you are,
degree Florida
baby.
weather. Thanks, man.
Ah.
Anyway,
Oh.
so he takes the shirt off. He takes his exercise undershirt off, which probably still has ragged holes in it, and he has his bandages underneath. He's surprisingly built. Uptime is actually like, stat wise, I think he's he's okay. He's a body of 6, so he's tolerable. Like he's physically fit, clearly, but he also has like 3 1 diameter holes in his chest that are being held together by gauze and bandages. So
I might be just staring at you for a second.
So
going to-
I like to imagine that while you're doing that, I'm literally jamming some kind of like painkiller syringe into Vacant's neck. Just like, you're just battered and bruised. You'll be fine. No bones broken. Okay.
I'll put Vacant down on like the couch or something. I'd be like, "Oh my god, Uptime, that is so terrible. Look at," and I'm going to go and I'll just pick up the shirt that you took off. Oh, there's holes all in this thing. This is terrible. And I take my tool hand and I start stitching your shirt.
thank you. I like that shirt.
I can't do anything about your bullet wounds. That
I'm gonna just look at you, Fireball, and I'm like, oh, does that clean out stains too?
Oh yeah, of course, yes. And I have like one of like my pinky. It's like the little like Tide pen, like
Just little like vanish.
Dear God.
But I can do a repair, so I will fix your clothing.
Would anyone like to make a perception
Nice.
check?
Perception.
Yeah, sure.
I
He's not
will.
doing anything else, so he might as well.
Oh yeah, I'm still in my bloody clothes. I have a
Let's
change.
Let's
Of,
see.
I have a change of clothes
16.
in the van. I will go and get that in a minute.
Awareness,
16.
perception.
Once the pain
Don't
wears
even
off, I will
know
go
what I
change.
17.
Oh, can my
Oh.
pinky reach across the keyboard? Yes, it can. Oh, let's see.
Gotta do-
There's not much for him to
Perception.
do besides let, Siren work on him and sort of like just move as she needs. He's not putting up any fight. He's a parkour. He's a parkour and a free runner. So like, this isn't the first spill he's taken, but it's probably one of the first with this many bullets. So like, he knows the drill.
But perception 23.
Damn.
So, as a lot of you are sort of going about, just kind of like frantically getting ready to or being like worked on, you notice that the door to the garage has been open for a while, and there's your good friend Iceman sort of like leaning in the door frame with his arms crossed.
Oh no.
Hello, I am Fireball. Nice to meet you.
In case you forgot what old Iceman looks like.
Oh no.
I seriously would
It's-
like.
Oh,
I would
yeah,
just
I'm
like
not
to have
even
a
in.
drink with him.
Oh no, I'm not prepared.
You're good.
Oh great.
Just
It's
loading up roll
you.
20, everyone. You crack on.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
I
Hello.
seriously want to have a drink.
We
with
have
that guy.
not
He's
met,
so
but,
interesting, man.
Duke, tell me about you. You are the Iceman, yes?
He just nod a little.
You know, I have a character in ELO that does all ice magic, so like I respect the vibe, I always thought that was more interesting. That like, I mean, obviously I am Fireball, but like, cause fire's the coolest. But like ice, like I get it, I think that's cool.
You talk
I
a lot.
have a question.
Yeah,
As in out of character, I have a question.
sure.
what does Siren think that Iceman might sell Omni out or sell Uptime out if he sees Uptime?
That's a
Like,
good question.
Make a human perception check for me on that.
Human perception.
That is a
Oh, that's good.
fucking good question. I never even thought
Because
about
we
that.
might have to kill him.
What, it's gonna be like a fucking like Monty Python type thing, or just like, oh no, he knows, kill him, and then like you just have this entire fucking pile of bodies just getting higher.
24. 24. I did the
Damn.
explodey dicey thing. 24.
The reason why he's
Nice.
called
Nice.
Iceman is because he's cold. You can pretty much you know that. Like he did not give himself this nickname, and you know that's probably the most terrifying thing. It's because a lot of the Netrunner, or not Netrunners, but Edge Runners in Night City give themselves their own call signs. This guy didn't. He got called this by someone, and it stuck. And you can tell he's an old school, like 2020 type Edge Runner, and you're not exactly sure that he would sell you out or sell any of you guys out, because you worked with him, and there's sort of that like bond there.
Professional courtesy.
Yeah, it's a professional courtesy, but he will hold it over you.
Another question. So, is he part of the family?
No, he's completely disconnected from
Completely disconnected.
Yeah,
And he knows nothing. He doesn't know Siren's dad or anything like that. Like,
As
she
far
has
as you
nothing
know.
on
Yeah.
him.
No, yeah,
Right.
this guy's pretty much just he is a fixer through and through, but you can tell that this guy was, so since nobody's ever made a human perception check on him before, this guy was a hardcore solo back in his day.
Ooh.
No, I kind of figured that.
I want
And,
to drink a little less with him now.
He's
I
wearing
would-
this,
On the opposite, I wouldn't drink more with it.
he's wearing this, like I said, he's wearing this super nice jacket, and he wore. One thing you've noticed is he wears clothing that covers up most of his body, except you can see one of his bionic hands, and it has like this nice sort of like platinum sheen to it on one of his hands, and he always just like drums his fingers against his thigh when he's like waiting for something. He's very patient, you know that much.
Oh, look, another visitor.
We need to get you Deadbolt at some point.
We had
I can
music.
make
It'd
one
be a
for you
party.
if you like.
I'm gonna turn to Iceman, and I'm gonna position myself so I'm standing in front of Uptime. He's probably already seen him, but I will just do that anyway. And I will say, "Now's really not a good time. Can I help you?"
Yeah, you can. I couldn't help but notice all that racket outside.
Yes, well, a lot of unexpected visitors this evening.
Yeah, I can see that. Now, I'm under the impression that one of the people in here that's has a really high bounty on their head.
I think clutches
Oh
the pistol.
no, of course not. How on earth would you ever have known that?
Spare me the
Is he like-
sarcasm, Miguel. I'm trying to
Sorry,
help you.
I've been ventilated. I'm kind of in a bad mood. I apologize.
Don't take it out on me, Chumba.
What do you want?
Well, seeing as you're in a really bad situation, and now you kind of got me wrapped up in it by, just adjacency. We're gonna need to figure something out.
Do you have like 800,000 eddies? Because that would figure it out like immediately.
Yep, that would solve all of our problems right now.
I'm going to assume that you don't. But if you do that, I mean, that would be great. But otherwise, we are all cool, looking for work, ready to do things. Any jobs that pay in the range of like the 800,000 would be the ideal. But we're willing to start from the bottom.
Bible.
Unless you want to
Just
buy
so you know, Alec,
800,000.
at the moment, while you're saying this, Uptime is literally leaning forward with like this strained look on his eyes, like,
It's just
Unless you want to buy 800,000 eddies worth of merch from me.
Oh god.
Our t-shirts are
Go
pretty
ahead.
cool. And she leans
Say
back.
your part, Iceman.
I miss Duke so
You know, kind of wish Duke was here. Because he was the only one that was able to talk to me without either a snarky manner or sarcasm.
All right. Okay. Excuse me.
You know me, Iceman. I just like to get to the point.
Yeah, and I do too. And this is so much beating around the bush, I might as well be in Australia right now.
No? Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Appreciate the good joke. No one. Okay.
Make it laugh.
So,
Make it
then
laugh.
what did you have in mind, Iceman?
You guys, low level. Not like super low level, but like low level enough to where I need to pull a lot of strings. You know? I can hook you up with some jobs. But they're not gonna pay 800,000 in one sitting. It's gonna be a lot of work. And it's gonna be a lot of work on my end to keep you guys out of hot water. So, we need
So
to
what do
figure,
you want in return?
we need to figure something out. I'm not sure what we need to figure out, but we do need to figure it out.
So you're saying it is like we are rank 2 or 3, and you're like rank 8 or 9 or something like that, and we need your help to go on high level raids, right? I'm just trying to put this in terms I understand.
Okay, let me
That
put it in
sounds-
terms you understand, boss man. I'm like rank 5 or 6. I know people that are rank 9. Understand?
All right. Do you play ELO?
The only ELO I know is like Jeff Lynne and Electric Light Orchestra, but I think you're a little too young for that.
I love
Okay,
first
them.
off,
Great band, great band.
yeah, no,
I love yellow.
I listen to music. All right, I just play a lot of elf lines. But okay, so you know people that do a lot of things, and you can help us. We know other fixers that we can see. So we just need to get as much work as possible, as fast as possible. Make a shitload of money.
Yeah.
Then we
So,
pay them. You get a nice big cut of everything, so you get a bunch of money, and you get bad people off your back and our backs. Everything work out for everybody. We all go home and have a happy time. Then we go burn Biotechnica to the fucking ground.
Literally, Uptime just
Okay.
holds his hand out and immediately right, that there was a rib that got grazed, and he just hands to it.
Let's just slow down and deal with one thing at a time.
You
No,
said
I-
that we need to figure
Thank you
something
for your
out.
kind
Iceman.
offer.
Yeah.
Any
I
jobs
will.
that you can fix us up with would be most appreciated.
Just keep in mind that I'm going through a lot to keep you guys safe right now.
Yep.
Gosh,
And I'm
I do all sorts
grateful.
of work. Like, if you have gear or things that you need fixed up, I also invent stuff. I can make drones. You give me 2 wires and a piece of metal, I'll make you a fucking bomb, man.
You're
I-
gonna need that, not me.
All right, cool. I mean, if you don't want a bomb, then
gracias.
I want a
Chimbata.
bomb.
I appreciate it. And he nods, and Iceman can see how tired he is. And just, gracias, amigo.
I'll get you something tomorrow. That or I'll get you people you can talk to tomorrow. I recommend you talk to
Sounds
your people, but might I make a professional recommendation?
All ears.
Yeah.
Sure.
Don't get too many people involved in this if you care about them a whole lot.
Oh, see, that is great, because I care about, 3 people tops.
Are we those 3
Thank you,
people?
Iceman.
Well, there was
Let's-
4, but he got shot to death in the Biotechnica building a week ago.
Fireball.
We can have this conversation
Please.
after.
Right.
Thank you, Iceman.
Thank you, Iceman. It was nice to meet you. I am Fireball. I don't know if you got that.
Yeah, I know who you are.
Okay.
Fire and ice.
Yes. Right? Opposing elements,
Would anybody make that or like to make another human perception check?
Me.
Sure,
Okay.
absolutely.
You know, if
That's
25.
social, right?
I'm
Yeah.
blazing right through, I don't care. You know, if we found someone who had like a lightning thing, we'd have like a whole trifecta going on. It'd be great.
Wait, can I be
14.
water?
14. Anybody
Yeah.
else want to make a
And
human
what-
perception check?
Assume this is how much she hates
I
Fireball,
did-
so I'm not gonna
I
make
did.
it.
I did, and I rolled 25.
Yeah.
Vacant doesn't
You have
care,
the
so she
highest
won't do
roll
it.
so far. Okay. Well, in that case, Siren, you're the only one that can read his face because it is quite literally just blank. Like, he is very good at having a poker face in situations like this, especially ones that are, like, unsavory and unfavorable. And you can just tell behind, like, the mask he's putting on that he has literally no hope for you guys. Like, at all. Well, like, not sarcasm, not being, like, funny. He has no hope that you guys are gonna get out of this. And he's just gonna, like, very courteously and slowly close the door to where you can hardly even hear it click.
Okay, goodbye. He's gone.
It's really nice on occasion.
Yeah, Duke said he was great.
Really?
Yeah.
Goes back
Siren's
to
just gonna stare at the door after him for a little bit. Before just going back and quietly beginning to like work on uptime and just check over the wounds and everything.
Who's checking the scream sheets?
Oh, and also as she walks back over, I just want to get my agent out and just quickly message Stretcher.
Like, slowly banging her head on the couch, trying to
And
think
say,
like that.
I'm safe. Not okay, but safe.
Within like seconds, you see like the instant like replying bubbles, and he's like, "Can I do anything for you?"
I'll just reply, I'll come back to you.
He'd say, "Okay, and just remember, I can get you out of the city whenever you need, if things get too heavy."
I will then reply, this is usually the part where I say it won't come to that. But this time I'm making no promises.
Let me know if you get too far into the deep end and you can't swim. There's no shame in
And
tapping out.
I'm not going to respond to that. I will kind of lean into uptime as I just begin to kind of analyze the wounds. I want to make sure that they exited out the other side. No shrapnel or anything's got stuck. That they're healing nicely. Nothing's infected. All yada yada. And I will just sort of say, this is probably a dumb question, but are you okay?
Uptime sort of just like looks back up at you. I imagine he's like on the table at the moment with like all this stuff off of it now. I figure we cleared that off.
Yeah. The
So
board
he's
is-
just kind of like leaning on the metal, like on the metal slab, is looking up at you, and like he doesn't have his mask on. He took all that off because you had to take it all. Like basically, he's just in like exercise shorts at this point. So there's no like anything covering his face. He just looks up at you, and he just has like this incredibly wounded, barely holding himself together look on his face. Like that kind of face that only a person who's in really deep depression can muster, where it's still a smile, but there's no structural support behind it. And he just kind of smiles and looks up and just says, "It's been a rough 24 hours.
Me too.
Are you okay?" And he reaches out and puts a hand on your shoulder.
Well, I have been better. I'm sorry I didn't respond to you properly. I should have checked in better.
he sort of the smile becomes a little bit more real, and he just sort of like gently squeezes your shoulder. It's okay. I am honestly happy you guys spoke to me at all. I figured after I got thrown off that roof, I was dead. So, you know, everything after that's kind of been improv. Not used to being alive after falling some 30-odd stories. It's a fall even for me.
Yeah.
Then he looks over at Fireball, where he's sitting, and just like whispers, "So, that's Fireball. I've already sort of met him."
I'm holding up one of the board games. You have vipers and stairs? That's awesome.
He seems.
He is. I'm gonna just say, he was the first of many issues in the last 24 hours.
Last
Yeah, it
week.
was.
Last week. I met you a week ago.
Oh yeah, in the last week I said. Wait, no, it wasn't in the last week, was it?
Yeah,
It was?
because I met you the night that Duke died, and then you had a week of downtime, and then like all the shit happened at the end of the week.
Oh, did it happen? Okay, my timelines are getting confused because I thought it happened a couple of days in.
Yeah. No, I guess we're a couple of we're a couple days out, right? Red, like it's been.
Because I
been a
messaged
week.
you and said I know it hasn't been a week, but come to we need you here in 10 minutes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because we met you. I had done a gig that week, and then it was a few days had passed between.
But yeah, and okay, so you know, since we were last together, I'll say.
He's a lot, but I see a lot of Duke in him, so that's a good sign.
I have yet to decide. See a lot of Duke's chaos in him.
He has a good he has a good chuckle at that, and like grips his side, and then kind of just like it's okay. He's used to at this point like everything hurting with his ribs. And Vacan's still alive, so that's good.
Barely.
If you look over, she's
How
still
did you
doing that
choose-
thing. She's hitting the head or back of her head, but you can also hear that her phone might be vibrating quite inconsistently.
Vacant, you might have a call.
I know.
You might want to take it.
When you got a telemarketer.
I'm
I don't
gonna
know.
use my grapple hand and like shoot it over across to the couch and grab Vacant's agent, and I'm gonna answer
Oh no.
Vacant's phone. Fireball speaking.
Hey.
Turns to Siren. Okay, that might be a fucking problem.
Oh no.
Hey, Vacant, we've called you like 14 fucking times, dude. Where the fuck are you?
Oh,
Oh,
no!
this is Fireball, but I can answer on Vacant's behalf.
Oh, Vacant.
They just
sound
got
pretty-
beat up, so they will talk to you later.
Fireball. And like literally uptime, like halfway up on off of his back on one elbow, like sort of like looks across the room, and that
What?
like he's had a bad day kind of look goes from that to like literally I've killed people, like in the last week.
I'm the one who
I
knocks!
will kill again. Yeah, like literally just like glares at him like, say the fuck less. Let me go.
I didn't say who beat them up. I just said they got beat up. It's Night City. This shit happens all the time. Okay, they will call you later. Thank you, and I'll hang up.
Oh, no.
Fireball.
Do you know who the BBEG is going to be of this campaign? It's going to be fucking Vacant's band. That's
No, it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me.
I mean, you're.
Oh no. We're secretly pissing her off to the point where she's gonna assassinate all of us.
It's going to be
Oh,
Duke
God.
the Terminator.
That would be pretty fucking sick.
That'd be pretty epic.
It is. You got the call. Your friends are very worried about you. They haven't talked to you in a while.
Yep. She just goes back to banging her head off the couch.
Okay, We need to come up with a plan.
See.
Okay, I thought they had a pretty solid plan. We do a bunch of work, make a bunch of money. We have to do some, like, expensive jobs.
No, the money's
it's
not
not-
going to be enough.
It's not going to be fast enough. Still banging your
Uptime's
head on the couch.
bounty is getting higher and higher and higher. It
No,
doesn't
I'm
matter
not
if we
talking
make
simple work.
800,000 eddies. It doesn't matter if we make 1,000,000 eddies. They will still take uptime as interest.
That is a good point. We cannot trust the mafia. And I'll, like, just grapple hand the phone back to Vacant and then pull my hand back. All right.
Thanks.
So we could either try and, like, rob something serious, like I helped Duke rob Militech once. So, like, a job like that is possible. Like, maybe, a bank or something. Or we could go and we get some nice allies, we get some good gear, I can make some things, and then we just fucking storm the, like, Luchesses and kick their ass so hard that they're like, oh, we're not going to mess with them, they're crazy.
That
I might have another
sounds
suggestion.
improbable without some very powerful allies.
Well, what
I-
allies do we have?
Vacant,
might-
what were you saying?
Vacant.
I might have a suggestion. She's still banging her head on the back of the couch.
Please.
I don't think your fans are
Stop
going to do
that.
it this time, Vacant.
It's a bit more than that. And she does take her gas mask off so she can actually breathe properly. I could call my parents.
Your parents, we shouldn't get people that you care about involved.
They're quite powerful.
That
They,
wasn't
uh,
good.
Powerful.
They might work for a corporation that's not involved currently.
This is Night City. Like, most people work for a corporation.
Which corporation?
Have any of you heard of tsunami defenses?
Make a check for me, folks. Anything you can justify.
Have we had a tsunami defenses?
Make a
Tsunami
check.
defenses sounds like something that would be involved, at least peripherally, with tech. Could I make a security or a tech roll to know if I've encountered their technology before?
Absolutely.
Sick. 19.
Okay.
I will also make. Can I do a? You said it's a defense. Can I do a weapons tech check?
Yeah.
Tsunami defense systems, if you're interested in the full name.
Weapons is
So-
good too.
Weapons tech.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 26.
Gotcha. Kat, did you want to make any roll?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of the best. The best.
Education, business, weapons tech.
Business, no. Cyber tech, or basic tech, no. It's going to be more.
It's gonna be more specialized than that.
Yeah. Local expert.
They're not local. They're certainly not local.
Okay.
Do you
Surprisingly,
have any
no.
ranks in Streetwise or
Oh,
anything?
education. Yeah, education.
Education.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. 23? That was actually quite good.
Okay. Well, that means that all of you guys know who Tsunami is. They are a weapons manufacturer. So, and they also have like security system type stuff as well. But a lot of it's like automated defense, which involves like turrets and firearms. So, they provide a lot of the weapons that are in Night City. They're gun
Since-
runners.
Since I work
Just how-
for Hoffman and Militech, would I have ever dealt with anyone from Tsunami before?
Absolutely. Tsunami works with Militech a lot.
Okay.
They're based in Japan.
Would I be
believe.
familiar with any of the? Oh, they're based in Japan. Would I be familiar with any of their like board members or anything like that?
That might be a bit of a stretch.
Okay.
Just how high up are your parents in this organization?
I haven't seen them in a while, so I don't know.
They're
It's
like
been-
These.
It's been
Janitors, middle management. Do they work in the fucking boardroom? Can
Do
you
they make
ballpark
the
it for us at
guns?
all?
Red. I don't know.
Why would Vacant know?
She wouldn't know because it's been 2 years since she's seen them. They could have had a promotion.
Mm-hmm.
But what were they when you did last see them?
Or do
That's
you
a
even
good
remember? Or do you know?
I don't.
You
Vacant
probably
would
didn't
know
care
roughly.
or know what your parents did. You just knew that
She
they
might-
were execs.
Okay, but she would surely know if they were like janitors compared
Yeah,
to if
Oh,
they
she would
were.
know
yeah,
if they were.
yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen them in 2 years.
They're
Okay.
executives for them?
Yeah, fairly not janitors.
Oh,
When I
good.
worked when I
Probably
worked
have
for Hoffman, we dealt with tsunami sometimes. They make very good turrets. They do a lot of weapons here in the city. I mean, not as good as Hoffman weapons, but they make some pretty good shit. And they put out a lot of stuff. Like what we had in quality, they have in fucking quantity. And a lot of guns is something we need. I mean, even if they can get us a cargo container or something, that could be enough to supply some people.
I don't know. I haven't seen them in 2 years. I'm very scared.
Okay.
Okay, are you
I
more
mean,
scared
Okay.
of your parents or are you more scared to die? Because it's kind of, you know,
If they find me, they might kill me.
Let's
Tries
take
to
a
make a
moment and just try to assess before we make any moves. Okay? Slowly sit up on the table. The last time we moved, without thinking, we lost someone. I got thrown off a building and shot repeatedly. I'd rather not revisit that day.
Hmm.
So, let's take a day. Just think about it. Okay?
that is fair. I need to go back to my apartment and get my gun anyway.
You left.
We
your
can
phone,
meet
yeah.
tonight.
You
Nightfall
told me to
here.
come without the
that-
weapon.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
meet here.
All right. Nightfall then. After dark. We meet here. Is that okay? Siren? I know I'm speaking for
Yes.
your home. Thank you. I'm going to just weigh my thought in here very quickly because the past week has been very educational for me. First, they will not let us go. The guy basically told me as much. Whatever they have us on the hook for, they think it's in perpetuity. So any idea of paying them off isn't going to work unless we can enforce it. So that's one. Two, we are now pinned between two major groups. One of the oldest gangs in North America and a corporation that has disappeared my entire family and sent me running from Pan Am. Just to let you know how in deep with Biotechnica I am. So just putting those stakes on the table. We don't need to figure out anything right now. We should probably take a little time to think of a smart plan. Meeting with Iceman tomorrow sounds like a great idea. Get some work going, mayhaps, until we have enough leverage to work on even footing. Till then, it's been a week. It's just have a day, okay? Flop back on the table.
All right. I will go to my apartment to get my things. Come back here at nightfall. I mean, do we want to meet here? Because it seems like everybody fucking knows you live here.
It does seem that way, doesn't it?
Like, you know,
Well,
we
I
could meet at my apartment. I'm in big giant mega building, lots of witnesses. Plus, you know, of course, I have
That
I
sounds
can set up some nice
sensible.
defenses and things.
That sounds sensible. We should do that.
I'm okay with that.
I have to get more chairs, though. I only have a couple of chairs.
That's
But that is fine. I will get. Does anyone have like 20 eddies for me to get like a couple of folding chairs?
Viking holds her hand up.
Okay, good. I spent way too much fucking money at the ELO seasonal event. It was crazy.
That's fine. I can.
It
I
was
can-
fun playing with you, by the way.
Yes, yes. I was hoping that we could actually talk, but I get so caught up in the raid that we should have a conversation, just you and I, because I would like to meet. This is a crazy circumstance to be meeting someone proper, so I would like to. But we'll do tomorrow. I'm going to go get all of my shit, and I'll ping each of you my address, and then
Gracias.
come to my apartment at nightfall. Whenever you like, and we'll talk. We'll figure out the plan. I will make a couple calls. I won't say anything. I'll just see what I can find out about getting proper allies. Because if we're going to hit back, I'm of the opinion that we should hit back as hard as fucking possible. So hard that they know who they're fucking with. We either stop them, or we at least make a dent so that they remember us. They might walk around and we're all dead in the ground, but at least they limp for the rest of their fucking life. You know what I mean? It is just like in Lord of the Rings, like Morgoth, he actually fought. You know what? There's no time. I'll meet you all tomorrow, and I'm going to go and just walk.
Suena bien, amigo. As you go out the door.
Vacant.
Mm.
Do you need to go and meet your bandmates?
I probably shouldn't I?
You should.
It might be good for you to be around people. I'm like, Siren's kind of like sequestered you off.
You're essentially telling her to leave, aren't you?
No. But she's kind of worried about you. Like, you did fall out of Duke's car. Like, she thought you were like away with your new bunch of friends and that you were like chilling, but you were just like sleeping in the car. So she's like, I just, they keep calling and they're obviously worried about you.
I should go see them.
If you do, don't tell them anything about this. We can't have more people involved than need to be.
Okay. She sort of like, not falls up, but just tries to stand up and is still quite battered from the
And if
beating.
you're worried about calling your parents, then we can figure another plan out.
It's more that I haven't seen them for 2 years and I don't know how they've reacted because I've tried to hide who I am, and I haven't seen any wanted posters or anything on the scream sheets. I don't know.
Have you
One
not
step at a
missed
time,
them?
amiga.
Hmm.
Have you not missed them?
Of course. I mean, yeah, but if they wouldn't have let me do this, they wouldn't have let me do music. I wouldn't have met any of you.
Well,
It's just becoming too dangerous, and I thought that I could save everyone if I gave them a call.
we'll talk about it more tomorrow. Weigh up all the options, figure out the best approach.
Okay. She goes to leave. It's just like, okay.
Siren will do something very uncharacteristically Siren and just pull you into a big hug before you leave, but gently because you're bruised.
She just lets out like a squeak, just like, and then eventually just kind of embraces with a very tight hug, even though she's in a lot of pain. She's taking the pain for the hug.
And then she'll then like grab from nearby a couple more of those like painkiller syringes and just be like, twice a day, rest
Twice
as
a
much as
day.
possible.
No promises on the rest, but I'll take the painkillers. She smiles like in a sort of cheeky smile. She doesn't have the gas mask on, by the way. She just forgot it.
This might be useless telling you this information, but don't drink any alcohol 2 hours after. Okay, do you know what? Just do what you want. And then
It's
Maybe.
fine. The complications can't be worse than lead pipes. Like we're probably sitting at the worst of it.
It's fine. And she goes to leave.
While that's happening, Uptime's going to quickly flip open his agent and just type in quickly, and just through text type Spectre status report.
All clear.
Good. Sirens place.
Understood, monsieur. I am on my way.
Gracias. Status report home.
Your home is still in good condition?
who's
He
in
nods.
what?
He nods.
No security triggers have been set off?
Gracias, amigo. See you soon. He's gonna close the agent and just lay back on the table. Fucking
But,
liar.
What's wrong?
He sort of just like sits up a little bit on the bed, on the table, like puts his feet over the edge. He's just gonna sit there. He's not gonna get up until you give him the clear, because he knows how this goes. You're a nurse. Like,
The
if you
moment
try
that you try to stand up, it will just be like, sit.
yeah, exactly. Like,
Sit
to
down.
anyone out there who's ever not been to a hospital, word of advice: when the nurse tells you to do something, do it. They will absolutely manhandle you into doing it. Just comply. Trust me. So Uptime knows this enough. He's going to so sitting there, he's gonna sort of like feet over the edge, waiting for Clear to stand up. So, in the car, as I was on the way here, so this guy, Jukebox, as he calls himself, fucking prick. He told me that my house, the cargo container, was destroyed, burnt to the ground, torn apart by everyone who's looking for it. That the eddies and the chip were lost. That everything was gone. He told me that my contact had betrayed me. That's where I've been for what has it been, Red? Like 5-6 days, or has it been a full week?
About a week, yeah.
Okay. Like 7 days. Fellow netrunner. I've known her for a while. She's reliable. Netrunner, mind you, so edge runner. There's always a degree of uncertainty in that. And from what I could tell, the guy tracked me the old-fashioned way, because he holds up his hand and the interface pops up, like the hard light interface that he uses to hack pops up, and sort of shakes it. No bugs. I wasn't tracked to the net. There was no other means of tracking me, so they tracked me the old-fashioned way. And he told me that she sold me out. So I didn't take that very well. And I've basically been operating under the assumption for the past 8 hours that the past week has been meaningless. And less than. That Duke died, and there's nothing I could do. And he was like, he had one of those stupid metal hands of his around my heart. It's just squeezing it. Like I couldn't breathe. The only thing I had in the back of that limo was spite. I'm glad you're all okay. And now, Spectre tells me that my home is fine. Which I genuinely don't know if I can believe. Because if everyone in the city is out to get me, they might have torn the place apart. Netrunners could have destroyed the infrastructure I put. Which I would have assumed I would have gotten a ping, if that's the case, but there are other Netrunners who are better than me. So... And electric paneling and security turrets and infrared cameras only work so well against that. So I don't know about anything.
So the only way to know then is to go and look for yourself.
Yeah, I guess. I almost kind of want it to be broken for all the good it's going to. I can't sleep there. But just gonna go put myself in the box so everyone that's in the entire city can hunt me down and kill me. I might as well lay on a target, paint myself day glow yellow so that I reflect light at night. But if the chip and the money is still there, that's...
If the chip and the money is still there, did you tell Jukebox that the chip and the money were there?
I did, like an idiot. Because he had a gun for the rest of my life.
Okay. Well, if the chip and the money are still there, they either won't be there for very long, or your security measures will obliterate Jukebox. We can hope for that, but I doubt that he'll go in stupidly.
Yeah. They were not really, they're not hyper robust, you know. He sort of makes the box shape with his fingers. It's a cargo container. It's not exactly Fort Knox. Like, a person with a rocket-propelled grenade launcher can kill the whole thing. A couple shots. You're right. We should get it. Stop by, see if it's there.
Do you think we can get there quicker than them?
They might not be there yet. Security's not getting compromised, so... Yeah. I have Spectre with his bike on the way. So, might be able to get there quickly, in and out.
You want to go now?
He turns to look at you with a raised eyebrow. Well, that depends, nurse. Am I allowed to get off the slab?
Well, the good news, I suppose, is that you're going to live. You do need rest, but for now, yes, you can get off the slab. And I will pump some, I believe it's antibiotics that makes you speed recover more quickly. Because you have you're missing hit points still, right? Am I correct in thinking that?
Oh yeah, God, no. I only have
Heal.
12 out of my 35. I got the ever-living crap shot out of me.
Yeah.
That was with good
You-
healing rolls, by the way. I was at 3 hit points,
so
I think.
antibiotics
You
speeds up
recover your body
healing.
per day of rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would get 6 hit points a day.
So if you've already started the natural healing process, you get an extra 2 hit points every day for a week.
Okay. Sick.
So I will shoot you a shot of antibiotics.
Otherwise, it says speed heal immediately would heal him a bunch of hit points.
Oh, can I do that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can do both, right?
By all means.
I'm doing both. I'll just hold your shoulder and I'll just say, okay, keep still. This one is gonna hurt, and then I'll inject you with some speed heal, which is your body plus will.
Thanks, Odie.
You
Appreciate you.
Hey,
Thanks,
you
pal.
and oh boy.
Oh.
For the up the ante, I was gonna be nice this session, but that's not happening. So thanks. Big thumbs up. Please continue. Please continue.
I was waiting for them to finish, but I was gonna say, Fireball's still outside because he can't afford a cab, so he was gonna call Guapo to get a ride. So he's still just waiting awkwardly, smoking a cigarette, trying to see if he can get a ride as he's like in front of Siren's apartment.
I don't know if anyone's noticed, but Vic's gas mask is still sitting on that couch.
There it goes. Thank you for the reset, Derek. Much love, man.
There.
Love you, buddy.
Okay, your body plus will.
10, so I'm at 22. Hooray. And also, I think what it
And-
was that I was in such an injured state, I was in critical condition, Alex, so my healing was slower for a while. I think it's
Circle's under one, like one or less.
I might have been at 1, actually. I genuinely don't know. I was on the...
Thanks, Derek.
Thank you for the second
Thanks,
up
buddy.
the ante, Derek.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Something
Derek!
Good. Something good.
Make it something
His-
nice.
Derek!
You want me to do a good thing to the players? Is that what you're saying, Derek?
Yeah. Make it something nice.
Well, what is something
That
nice?
seems very explicit there.
Okay, he wants me to do something nice to the players. Okay, something nice for the players. Okay, nobody's ever specified that. Usually, I just expect you guys to just want me to like royally fuck them over. But yeah, you can do that.
Please don't
Okay.
do that.
Thank
An
you.
airdrop of 700,000 eddies.
Maybe that's a bit too much, but yeah.
But because of Odie's
Yes,
up the ante, it
Daniel.
lands on top of Fireball, killing him instantly.
Yes, Daniel, I see what you've done. I see what you've done to us.
You mean person.
So,
We're
yeah,
just trying to
yeah.
have one chill session where we get to mourn the loss of our friend. Just one.
We were having a really nice bonding experience that you've just went, nah,
Yeah.
fuck that. Guns.
And everyone
love
said,
you
We could do
guys."
with some more. We could do with some more shit.
Okay, fun. Put up the ante. Nice option.
I'd make it more expensive.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
There's no fireworks at the funeral.
that's pretty funny.
It's a lovely
Duke's like, my
That's what I
final request, my funeral be held on the edge of a canyon. Why are we loading his coffin into a catapult? We'll see, I guess. Pull trigger, explodes into a giant flaming eagle. Oh, that's very Duke.
He can literally ride off into the sunset. That's all he's ever wanted. Okay.
cool. We can do that. We just need to go retrieve the body. Oh wait.
Oh.
Yeah, no. Assuming
Actually,
there was
not
a
me.
funeral was very, very nice. So uptime like
Okay.
sits up
I
on the slab.
will
Burn the building
so I will
down,
Give
cremate
you
it.
those things. And you have antibiotics too.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hooray!
Oh.
I will mark that down that I have antibiotics in the
I'm
system.
losing you.
I'll put it down in my notes section, which I don't have, so I'm this under something else. I'll put it under friends. Calling it friends penicillin. There we go. There you go.
Can you all hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're coming in
Yeah,
fine.
I had a moment there where all of you were just speaking really slowly. And I was like,
Oh, that happens to me
no.
all the time. You gotta love it.
Hey, thanks, Derek. I fucking love this thing, man.
But you're all back, and that's wonderful. I've just realised that I'm absolutely just sitting in the dark, so I'm going to go turn a light on. But
Like a light
Who's-
switch, it goes click.
How is
Yes,
it darker
so-
where you are?
yes, so Siren would agree that we could go to. She'll kind of turn and she'll go, well, looks like we are getting that bike ride a little earlier than I was prepared for, but yes, we can go and look. I don't want you to go by yourself.
He smiles and looks up at you, sort of a genuine smile now, like actually real.
Friend
That would be nice. You sure about that? I know you're kind of around motor vehicles. Yeah, granted, it's
It's
a cute
fine.
tool.
I will just hold on really tight, squeeze my eyes shut, and scream the entire way.
Okay.
Comes up, I'm imagining
I'm
Siren
so
Scream.
sad that Fireball is outside for that line. Okay.
I'm just imagining Siren Scream as like an auto-tuned scream.
Wow. You know,
Um,
like in Portal 2 when GLaDOS dies.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
exactly
oh,
what I'm
yeah.
imagining.
Like when it's transferred into the potato. That. Ah!
So
That's how I wanna
yeah,
go
as
out.
soon as the bike gets there, he'll go for a bike ride. I figure
Well-
he'll just put on the exercise shirt right now.
Which
And also
Fireball
the
did. So it, all the bullet holes.
yes, in fact, actually, so fun fact, my armor jack armor is those fitted pads on my exercise shirt. So you didn't take a roll to repair. That would have taken too much time, I imagine. So
I can
it's
do
just
a quick repair. I can literally do a quick repair.
if you think that's what you would have done, seeing that he had Kevlar lining.
Yes. Like I
Right.
said, Red, if you want me to roll, I'll roll it right now.
Wow.
On you,
do a
Chief
quick
Fred.
But I will say, as soon as you go outside, Fireball's still sitting outside smoking. Like, oh hey, I don't have money for a cab, so I was waiting. I have a friend who was going to pick me up, but hadn't called him yet. I was finishing.
Siren will just hand you the eddies for a cab.
Oh, are you doing stuff? I mean, if you want company to do stuff, it's.
He pauses and looks back at Siren, and like looks back at you and just goes, I think we need a little time for this, but you and I will catch up soon for sure, amigo.
What
And he,
kind of armor is it? Light armor, Jack?
yeah, it's a light armor jack. So actually,
Okay.
let me take a look to make sure. Yeah, it's light armor jack armor. He's
Okay,
literally
so-
wearing like fitted plates of Kevlar under
can-
the exercise shirt. So it's like a biker's shirt basically, or like a biker's crash vest, like a road rash vest basically, but it's designed for bullets, not road rash.
Okay, if I get at least 17 on this, then I will repair it to full,
Oh, nice.
which should be a basic tech.
Nice.
holy
29.
Damn.
Little overkill, but yeah.
So yeah,
He repaired that like a motherfucker.
like he not only like stitched it and fixed it up, like he like reinforced some of the plating with his tools, and he put like a little stamp that it's like the little like chibi figure of him with like two swords.
Love it. I
Like
love it.
it just like fing, and
And then
it says
definitely
Fireball.
handed it back. And definitely handed it back and said, not my best work, but
But,
Yeah, it's
you know,
fucking immaculate.
passable.
he Uptime reaches over and gives him a pat on the shoulder, like reaches up really, because your character's huge. Uptime is pretty tall for a normal person, because he's actually surprisingly not that he's not that cyberized. He basically just has the plugs, the hacking tech, but otherwise he's analog. You, on the other hand, a little different, and also already big man. So he's
Yes.
going to sort of reach up to put his hand on your shoulder. And it says, gracias, amigo. This is excellent work. I dabble,
No.
but this is good work.
No, it's no big deal. Like I said, I might. I'm not so good at the whole. I'm good at fixing shit, making shit, blowing shit up, and playing ELO. So, if you need any of those 4 things, then you let me know. You sure you don't want the? No? Okay. All right. Well, thank you for the cab money. I'm going to go and get my gun. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye. And he's like ordering a cab, and he's just gonna awkwardly like take a few steps as he's like smoking and just. I need the cab. Get here as fast as possible. It is really awkward. Thank you. It's just,
Off you go.
Oh.
I'm also gonna call Guapo again and be like, "You don't need to pick me up. Thank you."
I figure as we
Aw.
walk by to the front door, Uptime's just going to lean in and just whisper and say, remind me of Duke in all the best ways, amigo. Good to have you on board.
Oh.
Thank you. Truly, he was my best friend I ever had in the whole world. I was So,
While this is happening, Siren is just like deadbolting, locking up everything, like writing a little note that says, "No visitors tonight, please." Stay on the wall.
I love
and
that.
when my cat pulls up, I'll kind of nod. I have some ideas, so please be safe, and I will talk to you all later. And I'll head back to my apartment then to get my shit.
All right. I figure as soon as Spectre gets here with the bike, Uptime will call for Siren, get on board, sort of run a diagnostic on it, make sure it's all good. Ready, amigo? Amiga?
Yes, I'm ready. Just
Okay.
about.
It's not as bad as you think. He takes off the armor jack helmet he's using and he gives it to you. He says, like, buckle under there. It'll be okay. It's fine. Keep it slow. We're going to be riding on sand, so it should be a smooth fall if anything happens, but we're not going to. And he's going to lean in very close to the microphone on his bike and say, Spectre, nice and slow.
Monsieur, do you mean under 60 miles per hour?
Si, amigo. 30. And he 30 preferably off the main roads. We'll keep it quiet tonight.
Might I suggest, Monsieur, that we go above 30 miles per hour, since that is technically illegally under the speed limit?
Fine. Minimum speed limit.
40? On the main roads.
Perfect. He's gonna lean up and then
Siren's
say,
just
okay.
in the back, like,
It's okay. Arms around my stomach, please. I still have holes. They're growing back, but I do have holes.
You have meat tunnels, as they call them.
Yeah. I have been punched like Swiss cheese. And not in the fun, delicious, like, this is what delicious bacteria have done to me. This is what delicious steel has done to me at Mach 3.
You're my favorite little piece of delicious bacteria on me.
Oh my god.
Do my best.
the two of you. Not in my wholesome cyberpunk stream.
It's about to get really wholesome and you're just...
Oh, yeah,
I'll stop saying that I'm your little Swiss champ, and we can get out of here.
Oh.
So
Uptime's already
Stop.
so
Christ.
he gets on the bike, his hands on the throttle. Are you ready? Gonna start
Yes.
slow and just breathe. And he's just gonna slowly start accelerating until we're hitting like 20, 30, 40, drive towards his home. What might or might not be left of it.
Man, I was thinking of doing something nice
And
for
just
the
hold
party.
on tight and praise to every single deity out there that he remembers reading about.
I was, Derek did that ante up to like do something nice for the party, and this is how my brain works. I instantly forgot the nice thing I was going to do, so I guess we're not having
Oh.
that.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not fucking with you.
No.
I remembered. I was like literally sitting here like, what was I going to do that was nice? It's so hard for me to remember to do nice things. Not because I'm a mean GM, but because Night City is literally just so unbelievably fucked. It's hard to think of nice things that could happen to you at Night City.
Yeah, it's kind of
I
like playing
believe
40K. It's like, well, the bullet didn't kill me; it just removed half my skull. But servitor life is better than nothing, I guess.
No, I got you, Derek. Stick around. I got something really cool for you. I think you'll appreciate.
I don't know if you can hear me, but I've lost audio again. I'm just gonna log out and log back
Okay.
in.
We hear you.
We can hear you. Thumbs up.
Off she goes.
I will say, while Cat's doing that, as soon as Fireball gets home and like grabs his shit, he's going to send a friend request to Vacant and an invite to play ELO because he has nothing to do for the rest of the night.
And he gets a free mount out of it if somebody joins that way.
Yeah.
There is no
free-
response. There is no
We can hear
response
you,
from the
Cap.
friend request.
We can
Yeah,
hear
we
you,
hear you.
Kat. Can you hear us?
Great, I can hear you all now. That's wonderful.
We could hear you the whole time too. So like,
Yeah.
good
I
stuff.
don't know. It's just I think it might just be my internet connection is taking like, at points. It's just slightly fizzling out for a couple of seconds.
It does it to me occasionally too. So I feel.
Okay, so two of you gonna go there. Gonna Vacant. Are you doing anything right now? Or are you literally just?
She's probably taking up Siren's advice and actually going to hang out with someone
Okay.
and be around a person.
Probably gonna hang out with your posse, right?
Either the posse or the band. I'm gonna let you decide who she goes for.
You're gonna let me decide.
Yeah.
Hey, that's on you. I'm not the player.
I know, but I thought.
I have made a heavy
If
suggestion.
you don't
Who
know,
you
if you
should
don't
hang
know
out
Vacant,
Okay, well, she's gonna hang out with her posse then. Her
Nice.
friends, her new friends.
with. I meant I made a suggestion via roleplay. But hey, if you want to damage your reputation with your band even further, I'm not gonna stop you from doing that. I'm
Okay,
just saying.
fine. I will go and hang out with the band then.
Fine. I'll
I
do
would
the
go
right
and
thing.
hang out with a band.
I'll do the correct thing then.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
she'll probably go and see her bandmates. Finally.
it's fair to say that Nautilus is pretty much just ignoring you, other than literally just rehearsing. Sorry, I'm opening up my sci-fi cyberpunk composition cultural notes.
Those things have been the same for 50 years. They'll be the same 400 in the future.
Just like
By the way,
printers.
I
That's
don't know.
crazy.
When he answered your phone, Fireball cleaned all the gunk out of your agent. You know when you like you take a case off of a phone after a long time, you're like, ugh,
Oh yeah.
like
My gunk's all
That's
up in there.
so gross.
Why is my phone surprisingly clean?
Yeah, it's now sufficiently cleaner than a public toilet, so let's go. Let's see here. Okay. Obviously,
the
like
scum of my screen.
you're the scum of my scream. Scream, scum of my scream. Yeah, that's a great name for a prog rock band. But Hook just kind of glad that you're there. You know, like she's not giving you any shit. She's just kind of happy that you're at rehearsal. Like I said, Nautilus could give a fuck less, and she's not talking to you other than just like actually just notes and stuff like that on performances and the like. She's gonna go outside to take a smoke break.
She's still upset, huh?
I mean, yeah, dude, of course she's gonna be fucking upset. You haven't been showing up and stuff. I'm glad you're here, like, personally, you know? But, she's, like, melodramatic and shit, you know?
I know, but I feel like I need to talk. I should go talk to her. Yeah. I'm just gonna... Oh yeah, Vacant doesn't have her gas mask on, by the way. So she just forgot it. She left it back at Siren's.
Hey, you kind of, like, you know,
Hmm?
like, missing your face? Yeah, I'm gonna get you, like, a paper bag or something, dude.
That was not the time. But no. I will be fine.
I mean, I got, like, masks and stuff, dude.
And oh, forget it. I'm gonna go talk to Nott and see if I can patch this relationship up.
Good luck.
I'm gonna need it. She takes a big swig of rum and wanders
You
outside.
You swear you hear her talking about how, like, you'd be better off trying to fix the crater that was left in the center of Night City, and you'd be outside with Nautilus.
Gonna hand her the bottle of rum and see what she says.
Man, I wish there was like something like luck in this game.
There is luck. I have luck.
There's an actual luck stat, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can put luck points into rolls.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Mm.
you know what? Just roll your luck. Like roll d20 or a d10, excuse me, plus your luck.
Roll a d10 plus luck. Oh god.
Yeah.
Where is my?
I just want to
hold
see
on a
how
minute.
nice this bottle of rum happens to be. If you're handing
Okay,
her like a fucking like Captain Morgan like beachside something, or if it's actually like a nicer rum.
That is
It can't be like resist torture / drugs.
as a 13.
So it's okay. It's pretty okay.
So it's like Captain Morgan's.
No, Captain Morgan's is not good rum.
Okay.
I would rather drink like the water runoff from like a rusted screw. But no, you give her like
It's
a
better than blue vodka.
decent. Oh, don't even get me started on vodka. Holy shit. Anyway,
Yeah.
so you hand her this bottle of rum, and she just sort of like looks at it and looks at you, and just has like the sort of like her whole face summed up in one word is pursed. Like she's just really like
Pursed.
tight in the face, and she's just like tense. And then she has a swig, and Derek's going off. I will not have you besmirch the name of Captain Morgan. I met him in the Bahamas, and he is a saint.
I love Captain Morgan's. I just want to say that, Derek.
I hate to break it to you, but Captain Morgan was invented in 1980s, so like, it's not like it's old school good shit. Anyway, she's gonna take a swig of it, and she like sort of like loosens up a little bit.
So, how's the new song coming?
Just fine. I'd like your input on it if you would like ever come by and like give us input on things, but like, you know, you're just
I
kind
feel
of
like
off
I-
doing your like own thing now. Getting shot
feel
and
like-
beat up and shit.
Yeah, I'm fine, by the way. Thanks for asking. I lived.
Cat literally did like a fucking 180. Just like, oh my god.
You said that while I had drink in my mouth.
I have such good
I'm
timing
just
for
going to
that.
say, I'm just going to say, like, in the romantic novels, the idea of someone in like crouching in the bushes telling someone what to say, that's as old as Cyrano de Bergerac. I've never met a character that needs Cyrano de Bergerac for casual conversation. I love you, Vin. Never change. But maybe we got there. Vin.
No, I
We get
love
there.
how fucking dense Bacon is. It's like the best fucking thing.
She has a very low empathy score. Okay, so she's a bit clueless.
I have empathy too. Okay, I don't. You probably have more than me, and Uptime at least knows enough to manipulate. Guys.
I have the same empathy score as you.
Okay, that might be a problem for you because my issue is that I spend too much time on the internet. Your issue is I don't. Your issue is
Bacon is just dense as fuck. That's it.
Uptime is
He's
terminally
trying, he's
online. She just gives you a look after
God.
you say that. I hate to break it to you, but like, if you weren't out doing like solo edge runner shit, you wouldn't have gotten shot and beat up to begin with. Like, if you would have stuck around with the band and actually been a part of this group, that wouldn't have happened.
Need to remind you about this, and she holds up her arm.
Yeah.
Look, I owe you an explanation, and I know I do. Are you willing to listen to me for the next minute and a half?
Yeah, I guess she'd light up another cigarette, like, oh boy, this is how long this is gonna take. She'd start smoking.
Alright.
She just leans on the balcony.
I'm just gonna say exactly how she would say it. Okay. So, basically, what happened was I might have stolen that guitar from the museum, and I owed them a lot of money. And then I met you guys, which is the thing. And then I met an edge runner who said they could help me get work. I then went on a train, met some new friends, and we ended up getting into a lot of shit. I mouthed off to a giant cyber psycho, and we fried him with an electric chair style device inside of a shop. And then we got money. I paid off the guitar, and then we got into more shit with Biotechnica. I shot people, and things happened. I broke someone else's nose, and I got shot repeatedly. I lost one of my best friends, and I'm currently here, talking to you.
She didn't even take a single drag off of her cigarette. She was just like watching you with like her mouth agape and like her cigarette's like halfway burned down. It's like,
Are you okay, Cat, by the way? Because that sounded almost... that was full reverb water into mouth. Are you okay?
You know what? I've learned something today.
Don't
Just
drink
don't drink.
any liquids on Red's channel.
Never. No,
Don't
no,
drink
no,
when
no.
I'm speaking.
Don't drink when any shenanigans are
happens.
happening with bacon.
You know how
Yeah,
many
so
spit takes I've had? I'm keeping count. It's like 6 or 7 right now. Like,
It's been a while.
You took that to
It's been a
me
lot of them.
every game
Meanwhile-
of COVID.
Is
Every
it safe? Is it safe? I need to hydrate.
It's safe now
Meanwhile,
because I'm waiting for the response.
I'm just waiting for Nautilus to turn as, so you're the one who killed Ox, and just like start firing at Bacon.
We're about to find out.
Shit.
Alex!
What up?
A health bar appears.
That was
In-
almost number 7. Alec, I swear to God.
In the
But I'd
awkward
already put the
silence.
bottle down, so that would have just gone all over the camera.
why do I hear Dark Souls music?
In-
I was gonna say, oh.
You
Yeah,
know. All this guy
someone-
wants to do is have
Someone
a
chanting
drink.
in Latin?
So she just looks at you. Well, I don't mean to be like matter of fact or anything, but I guess that like sums everything up. Wow, you're in over your head. Holy
I'm in
shit,
a lot.
dude.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm in a lot of shit right now, and I can't tell you what it is, but just know that it's taking a lot of my soul to not leave this band. I love you guys, and I love the music that we make and the music that you produce. By the way, the new song sounds great. It just needs tightening up at this section here, but I don't.
I'm so
please
glad
don't-
I hadn't had a drink then.
Please don't think that it's putting our friendship on the line, because I really like you. You owe me a punch in the face. She looks at the floor.
I could like go ask Hook to do it. I'm sure she'd like love that kind of shit. But not me.
She's
Not the violent type. Apparently, both of you are, though.
I mean, I haven't killed anyone. I'm just angry. Faken has not actually killed anyone in this set.
No, I know. I had to
That's
think
true.
about it
You
then.
actually haven't. Yeah, no. I think the rest of us have a body count, but you are actually the one person who hasn't killed anyone.
Yeah,
I'm
Duke-
pretty
Yeah.
sure that Siren has the most kills.
No, Duke
I-
did. Duke
No.
did when he was
Duke
alive.
definitely, by the end of
Hey.
it, had more. That
Hey.
last session, absolutely.
In the Biotechnica building, I killed 5 people. No one else killed anyone. All right?
Yeah.
You all wounded people. I killed 5 people by myself.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm frankly annoyed that I have killed like 9 people in this fucking game.
Duke's just like, frag out. Frag out. Just throwing grenades, waiting for something to happen.
Duke's over here playing Unreal Tournament. The rest of us are playing fucking Cyberpunk. I love it. I love Duke.
So did I.
I'll like make a deal with you.
Hmm.
You gotta show up to practice at least, and I mean like at least once a week. That's it.
And you can do that.
You can do whatever you want. I can't help you with like finances or anything like that, but like,
Yeah, I know, we're a very broke band at the moment.
yeah, kind of are. That's kind of how it is being a musician. So,
Bacon goes to speak and then immediately shuts her mouth.
once a week. I don't even fucking like care what day it is, okay?
Leans back like, I can do that. Yeah.
She just nods and she has another swig of the rum bottle before handing it back to you.
Bacon is expecting a hug.
She's not gonna get one.
So,
Oh,
what have I missed?
What
Takes
if
a
you
swig of the drink.
miss? Then you're like out of the band. I don't know what to tell you. We gotta keep moving here. I know you're doing your own thing, but we're also kind of doing our own things, but also like contributing to the band.
I don't want to lose my place in this band.
So you gotta balance the two of the things that you're doing. You know, Edge Runner, Rocker Boy. Gotta put those like together. You know.
She kind of looks down like a puppy that's being scorned.
Just shakes her head. Go back inside and talk to Hook if you want sympathy. I honestly just don't have the energy for it right now. Not in the place for that kind of stuff. Should just lean on the railing again and strike up another cigarette since her last one just burnt out.
Okay, I'll see you inside. Very gingerly, sort of opens the door and goes in.
Yeah, she you watch her as she just flicks this completely burnt out cigarette down into the street below. And Hook's just sort of like chilling out, patting her thighs, like making a beat.
So I think I smoothed things over.
What? She, you notice that she has a joint between her fingers, and she just like looks over at you.
I managed to convince Not that I'm not a terrible person. Shoot.
That's fucking like crazy, dude. She's like sort of like slumping her head over. You need to try this shit. It's like fucking cream.
Yeah, right.
She's gonna pass the doob.
Yeah. No,
Tube.
Oh
Megan's
my
not-
god.
Megan's not into that kind of thing, but she's quite, broken up about it, so she's probably gonna take
Take that tube.
sizable inhale.
Pass the boof.
Ah, the devil's lettuce.
Ah, yes, my favorite.
Ah yes, the boof. Iconic. Make a body check for me.
All right. Okay.
Actually, no, this would be resist drugs. That's right. My bad.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's actually, this game has that stat.
I
It's
always
kind of
forget.
awesome.
I always forget that there's a
It's because
resist.
it's the only game that does. Like, even World of Darkness doesn't have that stat.
Which it
and I
should.
love this about this game.
Because
It
Cyberpunk
should.
Red's like, yeah, we have
I will
actual
say-
drugs in this game.
That is
That's one
7.
thing I've said because Duke's resist torture / drugs was really high because he drank a.
That's a
My
17.
bad. 17. You're feeling it, but you're not like fucked off of like one pull. You're not like matching her yet. You can tell that she's like smoked most of this thing, and it's like it's practically a roach. Like you don't really have much left of it.
Yeah.
Why do I know so much about marijuana? Well, I don't, and I do not smoke. I live in the state of Missouri where it is illegal, and I do not partake in the marijuana.
Come on and take a free ride, just like.
But remember, folks, if
Oh,
you live in,
Sirens resist torture and drugs is pretty high. Well,
if you
I
live in
just-
Missouri,
I-
folks, in November we're having a vote to legalize. I'm just saying you should vote yes on that. I'm just saying. Just a suggestion.
So is that why you brought right?
No.
Da 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 da.
I'm called
I
Red
was about
Rock.
to say, did this just get political? And then I remembered we're playing Cyberpunk.
The whole-
Yeah, no. This
Y'all
is
might
political? Are
receive-
you playing sci-fi?
Mike
It was
Over the-
already.
Dude, Mike
Always
Pondsmith would
has
be
been.
so proud of me. For real.
Just gonna say, over the next couple hours, you might receive random garbled messages of text from Vic, where she's
I
trying to
love
like.
Love it. What's
She's trying
new
to
now?
type.
Play
Also, she's too
ELO with
fucking
Fireball,
high.
but she's just running in a circle.
She logs in. She's just running in a circle.
You just fell asleep with the keyboard, like on the mouse, and that's why it's the circle.
Uptime just receives a text that says, "Can you bring me some potato chips?"
Whatever the Uber equivalent in Night City is. Just like, I can't believe I'm Ubering $25 worth of $5 potato chip bag to someone.
Get the fucking
Ah.
checks next. Like,
It's got the typical EXO at the end as well. Oh,
Alright.
Can I
Fireball?
make 2 quick calls?
Yeah, please.
Okay. I wanted to quickly, when I get back, like I said, I'll send the invite, but I'm actually going to check all of my weapons, make sure everything is working properly, nothing's missing. I'll do a quick security sweep of my apartment. And then I wanted to call Enigma, and then I'll call Esperanza, but I want to call Enigma first.
Enigma. Let me look that name up. I wish I could read my handwriting.
They're a netrunner for Zarafa. I'll send you the information.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
I was joking, by the way. I can read my fucking chicken scratch, but I just don't have Enigma written down.
In the meantime, I'll call Esperanza first, because you know Esperanza's deal.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, even if they don't pick up, I'm gonna keep calling until they pick up. But I assume they'll probably pick up.
What time is it? What time is it when you're calling?
Well, I came like shortly after, so whatever time the Mafia held us all up.
It's probably about like 10
I think
or
that was
11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I mean, come on, they're a fixer. They're still awake.
She answers like after a few calls. Yo.
Hey, it is Fireball. I wanted to talk to you.
Oh, hey, big guy. Long time no see. What's up?
Hey, so obviously all this crazy shit, you know, about Duke. Can I ask you a question? And you know, this won't cause any issues. You know what I mean? Like, look, do you know anything about the Luchess family mafia?
Should be quiet for a moment. I'm gonna have her make a check, actually.
Just trying to think of other texts y'all would get.
Can't really say I do. Oops. Wrong monitor. There we go.
Have you heard the name Jukebox before?
No, that's a goofy ass nickname. Is that like a call sign or something?
Yeah, it might be. It could be a load of bullshit too. Look, I tried to play it up for Duke's friends. They're still pretty broken up about him. Not like they fucking knew him for 10 years or anything like we did, but you know, whatever. Everyone grieves. But look, I don't know how reliable they're going to be because they all seem really sensitive right now. But we need to hit Biotechnica, we need to hit the Luchess family. And I'm sure since Militech didn't find the gun, that they're going to come for us too.
Whoa. Are you on like a public telephone? Or what are you...
Do you think I'm a fucking idiot? No, this is a private server. Come on, they set this shit up years ago.
I'm just being safe. I've had people do dumber shit, okay?
I fixed up your whole fucking trailer. I put in the turrets, I put in the thing, like I put in the network. Come on.
Hey, I know. I'm not shitting on you. I'm just making sure, you know, taking precautions. That's it.
No.
A lot of people die by not taking said precautions.
Yeah, a lot of people. Look, I think that they can get the job done if they can pull their fucking shit together. In the meantime, we need people and we need guns because we gotta hit some people fucking hard. You know me. I'm gonna burn Biotechnica to the fucking ground. If I have to do it by myself or with them. But they need your help. Do you know anyone? Will all the cultos come in on this? Or the vaqueros? Anybody?
They might, but the way I look at it is you're gonna have to do a lot of favors for a lot of people if you want to start a corporate war. We don't need another corporate war, but you seem to have your eyes set on it, so corporate war number 5, yay! You could practically hear her like whirling her finger.
Hey, you know me. I'll fucking do it, alright? I prefer the method of striking so hard that you create, you know, what we in the business call deterrence, but sometimes... Hey, look, I'm just saying, might not be the last time that someone set off a fucking nuke in the middle of the city.
Look, Victor, I know you were talking about how beat up the rest of the crew is, but I think you are the most beat up about this. Think about it. You're trying to start a corporate war out of grief. Let's think about this for a second. Why don't you take a few nights and then call me, and if you're still feeling the same way, I'll follow through.
I'm gonna feel the same way. I'm going to feel the same way forever. Alright? I loved him. Didn't even fucking mention me in this goddamn will.
Did that to keep you safe, you know that.
I'm gonna burn it all fucking down. Yeah, they want Fireball, then fucking get Fireball.
Just
I need your help. Please, I'll try and calm down. I'll take some time. But you know I'm not gonna stop this shit.
I know, but I still want you to call me back in a few days.
Look, in the meantime, figure out what you can about the Luchesses. I know you know a bunch of people. Anytime I try and reach out, fucking Mordecai slaps my hand away. But I can tell you this. Lulabelle is safe. I gave it to that fucking idiot with the guitar.
Sorry. I actually love you, Vacant. You're okay. Okay. Look.
My heart. Jesus.
Okay, I'll look into it. Honestly, yeah, no, I'll look into it. I'll get in contact with some people. I'll see what I can do. Just, like I said, instead of just readying up for war, take a few days for yourself. That's what I did. I'm feeling a lot better. Just...
Hey, I know how much she meant to you. Alright? This is Eugene, okay? We both left. You don't have to bullshit me. We did. He wasn't gonna be with me. If he was gonna be with anyone, he was gonna be with you. That doesn't mean that I don't still love him. That I don't still want to just fuck up this whole city if I have to.
Just take it slow, okay?
Alright. I have to make another call.
Take a few deep breaths before you do. I don't want you to tear anybody else's head off.
I won't. But please, find out what you can. And if you can figure out something, I need people and I need guns. And then I'll hang up. And I will, I'm going to take a moment and I will quickly drink a Elfline's Online branded soda to try and relax. But it's an energy drink, so I'm sure I do not relax. And I will call Enigma.
Gotcha. Let me double check here.
Considering they're a Netrunner, I'm sure they have a secure line.
Oh, absolutely. So when you call Enigma, does Enigma have they them pronouns?
Yeah, they them.
Okay, just making sure. Let's see. And Zaraf is like that technical manufacturing company. Okay, cool. And they're based out of Russia. I get to do a cool Russian accent finally. Let's see.
It's just for you.
Oh, you know the way to a GM, sorry. You'd hear like a little AI, just like, just a moment, please, while we validate your credentials. And you hear like a little pleasant. You hear like a little pleasant tune, like doom da doom da doom da doom. Like you're on hold.
Like he's really frustrated, but by the time they pick up, he's like dun 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 dun. dun.
He's saying the shit.
Yeah, I know, right? Catchy as fuck.
Oh, hey, what is going on, Enigma?
Hey, Fireball, what can I do you for?
Well, I know this is crazy. We just finished the raid. That was ridiculous, right? Like, can you believe we actually got the wand? I don't have time.
No, but for real, the tanks were fucking terrible. I mean, like, terrible.
No. Look, I mean, I thought that my blade dance would be good. It turns out the Wild Heart. Who would have thought? Such a good. There's no time. Look.
But your DPS was good.
No. I have IRL stuff.
Okay,
so,
I'm listening.
Okay, look. Do you know anything about Luchess family mafia?
Luchess family mafia. That is this a derivative of like Sicilian mob?
Some shit in fucking Italy or something. I don't know.
Italy.
I'm asking you if you know, because I don't know.
You hear like a rapid just like spitfire sound. Yeah, just.
It's me.
Yes, I do actually.
Oh, good, good. Do they have man working for them named Jukebox? Call sign. He's short, an asshole. You know.
Oh, juice box. Let's see.
Yes.
The what?
Yeah. Is there anyone for Luches named Jukebox?
Oh, I thought you said juice box.
No, no, not flavor pouch. The fucking music thing that Fonzie would be like, "Pow!" and make it fucking work.
Hey. uh, let's see. I cannot find anyone named Jukebox specifically, but they do have. Apparently, there is some old screen sheets about them being in Night City.
Can you do me two favors? Firstly, I need to find whatever you can find on any jukebox call sign in the city. And whatever you find. And I got some legendary items in the raid. I'll be more than happy to send to you. All right? I'll give you, whatever. I know you've been having your eyes on my druids, the staff of the wildlands for a long time. It's yours. Okay?
Okay, fine.
But-
what is the second favor that you need?
Second favor. I'm trying to figure out some ways I can get some good, like guns and people and things, because I have some like IRL things I need to deal with that might involve, a lot of murder.
You want meat space gun things? I cannot do such thing. But I can look into the Luchas family and get back to you.
No, I mean, like, if you find like, oh, here is like a container coming in that isn't super highly guarded that you can steal or something.
Oh,
Like whatever. Yeah, no.
pay
I
off
know,
the
I know.
truck. Yes, I understand.
Yeah, no. I know you do like the running of the net and shit. I just met great net runner, super handsome. Oh my god, it's like he was ripped.
Oh, why do you not send me pictures?
No, he has a big bounty on his head. It is crazy. I'll talk some other time.
Oh,
But no, you know me. I like him tall. I like him tan. But this is the thing, right? So I need. You good? You good?
Totally. Oh god. Oh god.
this is a good episode.
I need
You'll,
to
you'll,
find.
have watched, you'll have watched the latest season of Stranger Things, right?
No.
This is like
Sadly.
watching Yuri talk to Yuri.
Oh my god.
Look. If there's anything you can find about shipments, about jukebox, I'm also looking, like I said, anything Luches family. Send me a whole dossier, and like I said, whatever I have ELO, is anything as long as it's not on my blade dancer. You know that's I'm almost prestige rank. All right. But anything else, whatever you want, even my legendary items, I send them. It's all good.
But let me make this clear. You had legendary item drop, yes?
Yes.
I would like the Thunder Fury. You said any item, and
Yes, I will send it tonight.
Very
But I
good.
need the information first.
Very
Okay.
good. Okay, I'll get it to you and give me ETA 10 minutes.
Okay, good. Once this is all sent. Son of a bitch. All right. Yes, that's fine. Meanwhile, I'm going to do another raid in like an hour and a half. So if you're on, we can fuck it up. I have
Okay.
a lot of internalized anger I need to get out.
I understand, but you need to make the drums this time. I do not have time.
Okay, maybe we will talk about it during the raid. I have to calm down.
Okay, go calm down. Bye bye. Kiss, kiss.
Okay, goodbye.
Just hangs up.
And then I'm going to go and I'm going to have an Elflines Online branded burrito. And
Fucking spit all over my monitor.
and I will whatever dossier of information they send me. But I'm also going to go through all of my supplies. I can't do it unless I'm in danger, so I'm gonna wait. But I want to have supplies on me so I can make drones if I'm in danger. I need to call for backup.
Understood.
Okay.
Okay.
That'll be everything.
Gotcha.
Unless you have something else for me.
For right now, that is it. Actually, you know, one of the anti-ups was negative.
Go ahead. Please.
You're gonna have a bad raid night.
Son of a...
You try to do mythic and you keep like, you know, like looking for group and you keep getting shitters that just keep like ruining the group, and like it's really hard to find like a good player in your realm, and the players that are in your realm, they don't speak English, or they don't speak enough English to like properly communicate. They're from like a different server, or it's just all sorts of difficulties going on with the raid. And
the actual Leroy Jenkins, who's like, "Oh, we weren't supposed to start the encounter." Like, why do you hate everything about me?
yeah, you had like a Vanguard Crusader that kept running in and like throwing his shield and like starting pulls before you even got to like pot up or anything like that.
I'm just like, I'm going to scream, and I will scream into my Elflines Online branded pillow. And
For Christ's sake.
I will say something important for you all to learn about Fireball. He is a liar.
Yes.
I love him though. My
He's
God,
great,
I love
to be fair.
Okay. I'm gonna cut back over to Siren and Uptime, and you guys arrive at the sort of beach area at night where the containers are stored, and everything looks clear. Your container's still standing alone, as it does. And it looks like it's still rigged up, ready to go off, like that guy that put a shotgun on his front door in Texas.
Perfect.
To have a look around, can I see anyone that might be on their way or that's acting suspiciously, or
Perception check.
perception?
I figure Uptone's doing the same. So
21.
21's good. Okay.
and on Uptone's part, 18.
18 and 21. Okay, let me double check something real quick. You guys, the two of you see like and I mean this when I say this, you see like the most fucking like preem car you've ever seen. It's like one of those, it's super smooth. It's like one of those sports cars that's like, you know how the scientists draw up those graphs of like what would be the most aerodynamic thing? That's what this thing looks like. And it has like this nice sleek black paint job, and it has like this slight reflective sort of candy gloss to it. And it's like a super nice two-door, and the doors like open up like out and then up. It's
oh, dude, Wingull doors.
Yeah.
Oh, you're killing me,
it's
Red.
a super nice whip. Like, and you see a guy just sort of sitting there in it, and he looks a little bit too tall for it. And he's just like he's like chain smoking cigarettes. You can see like a little pile of cigarettes at his feet.
He doesn't look like any of Duke Box's lackeys that we encountered earlier in the evening.
He's not wearing a mask. He is not wearing a mask,
right.
So he doesn't look like he's part of the Blue Chest family, as far as you're concerned. He looks like a grizzled 30, 40 something, but he's sitting in the super nice car. All he has on is like a regular t-shirt and a bulletproof vest, and he has like some nice combat boots on. He has a knife tucked into it. This guy looks like a fucking like grade A assassin. But he's just sitting out in the open, so you know that he's not like, well, you're not really sure unless you want to make some sort of like human perception check. I know that's like the check of the session here, but
I'll do it.
by all means,
Please
do.
do.
Good so
'Cause
far.
I suck ass at. I will try, but I suck ass at.
Oh,
Human perception.
Siren
That's
does well at human perception.
11.
If I can find it. It's under
I usually
which skill is it under?
humans-
Empathy. Oh, there we go. 27.
Nice.
I'll start with Miguel because he got an 11. This guy's probably here to kill you. 27.
Yeah.
This guy's not here to kill you. You're not sure what his beef is, but this guy actually seems to be on your side for some reason. He's like waiting here like a bodyguard would, and you sort of look him over and you're like getting a read for his body language, and you realize that with a human perception check, this guy is concealing a shit ton, and I mean like a metric fuckload of weapons on his body. Like, this guy is a one-man arsenal. But most of his weapons are not firearms.
Okay,
They're
so
expandable blades, all sorts of, like, and
knife guy.
and
Like,
you see, like, in one of his cybernetic arms, there's like a perfect size compartment that you know that is where a mantis blade would fit.
Now,
Well, he's heavily armed.
He could kill you
And-
in seconds. This guy's like this far from a cyber psycho, as far as you're concerned.
Uptime is looking across here, and I figure as like he brought his hand back to like just a whole, make sure you're not falling. Just like it's okay, and we stop. And that's the problem. Fuck.
He's not here to kill us. Or to kill you. I don't know what he's here for.
Sure about that, amiga?
I deal with people every day.
Sort of straightens up a little bit. But
But he could kill us, so we should still be very wary. He's got about 1 million knives on him.
Double
And
rerolls.
that's
to
just
move
one
on.
sleeve.
honestly, that's about my par for the course for the. All right, we can go in and take a look. He's gonna slowly idle the bike onto the beach, onto the sand, and start like slowly rumbling over the dunes. He's probably going at like 5. He doesn't want to. Again, new passenger on board. Trying not to freak her out. Also, on top of that, it's sand dunes. Going over like 15 miles an hour on that's just happening. So he's keeping it slow. Hopefully, casual. Fly casual is kind of what he's trying to do.
This guy can see you. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like Siren, you know that this guy's not looking up, but he knows that you're there. Like,
Oh, he's already clocked us, yeah.
yeah, he
okay.
already knows.
I'm driving a bike. Like it's not like it's quiet.
Right. Fair warning. Art handout does not have like specs, but this guy has like super nice work done on his face to where you can hardly even see the lines of like all the chrome that he's tacked out in, or you're not really sure. He may not even have any specs in his head. You're not really sure. Battery's hiding it really well. Makeup, some sort of like synth skin, you don't know.
Okay. Well, what do you
So-
want to do? It's your call. He knows we're here.
Yeah, I figured. Well, I say you drive up to the house. Good news. Spectre should be able to sink into it. Spectre, can you jump into the house network? Just check the infrastructure fast, make contact.
Oui, I am already on it, monsieur.
Gracias, amiga. So Red, just to let you know, I did work out the infrastructure for this. Have it somewhere. It got buried, lost, find it again. Of course, that's how it always goes, right?
Of course.
But last I checked, the points of infrastructure on the thing were that there was a security camera and a panel of electrified plating by the front. I paid for all this in advance. So that's why I've lost more money in the past. Like I had done this a while back. About the same time I got the motorcycle. So electrified plating, a camera. There's a sentry turret inside. And then the last section is, I can't remember what it's called, but it's it's that kind of plating that when you step on it, immediately like it forces you to make a check or get pinned to the ground. And you just stay there until it's disabled or you succeed on the check. I can't remember which one it is. Only one of them is lethal, and that's the turret, which is
Right.
just like a standard pistol on it, basically. So, sort of leans and he just says, Spectre, you're going to also clear my friend Siren here for access. If anyone else comes in, so weaponize.
Understood, monsieur.
Say again, Bellisburg?
Said monsieur.
Gracias. He closes it and turns to Siren and sort of smiles. So let's head on in. He just slowly idles the vehicle forward, like he's going out for a nice drive with, and not at all worried he's about to get murdered by some crazy axe murderer cyber psycho.
Okay. Yeah, just so I'll just follow you in, but I guess I'm on the back of the bike, so
Like I said, this guy's close enough to the entrance of your cargo container that he's just gonna like stand up and intercept you. You're gonna see him just he's in the middle of a cigarette and he's just gonna flick it away, walk up towards you and hitch both of his thumbs into the hem of his jeans.
Hey, amigo, what can I do for you?
He is 7 feet tall. He is huge.
Slowly
much
looks
taller than me.
upward.
That's a big boy.
Slowly looks up. Hello, amigo. What can I do for you?
I've been told that you need assistance.
Slowly
and
gets
whom
up
told
forward.
you that?
A mutual contact.
He slowly stands up. Wouldn't be Iceman, would it?
He just give like a very slow tip of his head, like, yes.
He'd nod back. Gracias, amigo. Much obliged. Yeah, if you could just... Whoop. Did
Yeah.
somebody drop?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I
Yeah.
got He's just reconnecting.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
We'll wait just a second.
Welcome back. So, he, sort of just nods. See, if you could, keep an eye on the entrance for us. We're about to go in, take a look at something. We'll be right out. Thank you. He's gonna slowly step past, and if he can, and go to the door, and engage it, and pop his head in, and just make sure, like, you know, we don't have like 3 cyber psychos hanging out, crouched on the ceiling, like they're my head off or something. Then just lean into his agent. Spectre, you can flip the lights on.
Make a movement check for me.
Movement check. Da-da-da-da-da. Where? Oh, 7. Sick. Okay.
Let me see if there's another stat that you could use that would be appropriate in my mind.
I have athletics, contortionist, dance. He actually has dance. Go figure.
Actually,
I forgot I gave him that shit.
Make a reflexes check.
Reflex check.
Yeah.
Okay. That's under that's under fighting, right?
Yes.
Oh no.
Well, no, it's...
No, it's just a flat.
Yeah, it's one of your stats.
Okay, so yeah, there we go. So, all right, that's gonna be just d20 plus 8. 12. I'm gonna re-roll that if I can.
By all means. You got 2.
26. That's a little better. It's more on par for him.
So, you start opening the door, and you hear a click, and you definitely know that somebody rigged a trap, and before you could even, like, even with your 26 and reflexes, before you could even, like, properly react and get out of the way, this new benefactor of yours is going to grab you and turn you away from the trap, and it's gonna blast, and you're gonna see, like, ricochets of, like, shotgun pellets just, like, bank off of his car.
Oof. I knew you were bringing that damn shotgun rig to the door thing in Texas for a more than one reason. Um, So
Aw.
Uptime literally like against this guy's chest. Is...
What happened?
Trapped.
That's not one of mine.
Okay.
Thank you.
So someone has been here.
Yes, I
Sweet.
figured as much, but I did not want to enter the premises until you arrived, so I did not set off any traps. I highly recommend that you grant me access effective immediately.
You know, that sounds like a good idea too. Spectre, flip open his agent and sort of hold it out to scan this guy's face fast. Our friend here deserves access. Mind if we have a name, a call sign for him?
Night.
Grant Knight access.
Understood, monsieur. Knight now has access to your privacy stones.
Closes. All right, Knight. It's by all means, you shouldn't be triggering any of the traps. In case they're relevant, there are a couple, but they shouldn't be targeting you anymore. Shall we?
I recommend you stand outside.
He nods and gestures for him to enter in.
He'd,
And just turns and turns over to Siren just to gives like a look like, my fucking god.
This guy steps inside, and as he goes inside, you hear a few more gunshots go off, but you still hear him walking around.
So, yeah, it's been a day, hasn't it? You okay?
Yes, you could say that. You know what? I have had worse days than this.
That's fair.
You hear another like really loud gunshot go off, like
Oh no, I've lost audio right now.
no,
Ah!
it's not a suppressed gunshot, I swear. You're supposed to hear it.
So he sort of like flinches at the gunshot.
Is there anything you can...
There she goes. Oh,
Oh, there we go. You're back. We can see you. We can hear you.
E?
E.
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 We get an E in the chat, please.
E.
E in the chat, fuck.
Markiplier E meme.
E. E E E.
EA Sports.
E E E.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who incredibly toxic meme refuses to leave you alone when you sleep, because it haunts my dreams. It's overly rhythmic, is what it is. It's just so perfectly cycled.
It's one of those memes that I hate, but I love at the same time.
Yeah.
Can you all see and hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that was like a symphony
good.
of yeses
You're
there.
good.
Whoa.
Yes.
Symphony.
Literally
of yes.
everyone. Yes.
Cacophony of Agreement is my favorite band name.
Oh, is that my rival band?
Good
No,
prog
is
rock
it?
band. Good prog rock band.
It's the rival band.
That's your current rival band.
Okay.
Soon will be the Jet Black Tower Divers. Or Pitch Black Tower
my
Divers,
God.
that's right.
Just waiting for the day
So you
to
were
say that
saying,
Symphony
Siren?
Return.
Yeah,
Sorry, what just happened? Did I just miss something?
like a massive
The
gunshot
gun went
went
off.
off, like loud as shit, and you're ding, and then like you see like just a hole in the side of the cargo crate that's like big around as a quarter.
Which is the reason why
Should
Uptime
I-
kind of went like the second that happened.
Do you think I should check on him? We might need medical
No,
assistance.
He's appears to be bulletproof. So he's fine. I can still
He
hear
had
him.
some really, really good work done on him. I am jealous. I'm just going to put it out there.
He kind of like here's a little in and then immediately like just like pops his eyes out, realizing that he doesn't want to like get shot in the face by a random sort of like, yeah, I'll admit, damn, like I've never gotten it, you know. Besides, he sort of points to the plugs in the back of his head. Besides that, I never really got anything. I admit the past week has really made me reconsider that. Just a little, practically speaking.
Miguel, he's gonna like sneak up on you unintentionally. I'm not bulletproof.
Oh, sorry. For what it's worth. Straight on compliment. That was fucking epic. Are you okay?
Subdemo plating. He gestured to like there's just like where a massive bullet would have hit him, he has like a dent in his skin.
I have that.
Who did this work for you? Siren's just analysing it. She's just full on. She's just like gone into like Ripperdoc mode.
You'd see him
out
like,
of character actually was going to get this. Was going to
have
get
that.
this before everything went to.
I have it. It's worth it.
it's good shit. So Siren, he's gonna look over at you, and then you'd realize that large, like, probably like a BMG type round, as he turns to face you see the other side of his face has like a massive groove just torn through it, and you see like this weird synth plastic and metal just like cut through, and like it took off part of his ear, but he looks completely unfazed by it.
Do you? I have my tools if you want. You're fine, okay?
He just sort of nods a little. It itches.
Itches.
Damn.
I like you. You're a patient that doesn't whine.
You know how many times I've been operated on? Of course you don't. I can get you in contact with my Ripperdoc, since you yourself are a Ripperdoc. Perhaps they could exchange some techniques with you. They're a bit eccentric. Fair warning. They talk a lot.
Yeah, that would be great.
There's a reason I have an audio suite, and it's to mute them when they talk. He'd go and sit down in his car. That was like the door was still open.
I'm gonna just lean over to him and just be like, see, this is my kind of patient.
Yeah.
You see him pull out a pack
Kinda
of cigarettes and just sort of like tap it on his knee, and he's gonna take another one from it and just light it up.
Upton kind of like gives you a sidelong look and a grin. Just kind of. I admit, like, there is the appeal there. Not quite for me. Gotta admit, the results speak for themselves.
Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys what he looked like. I should probably do that.
Yeah, please do. This guy sounds like a badass.
Oh,
He's handsome.
he's
Yeah.
handsome too.
I was gonna say this guy looks a little bit like. Never mind. I'm not gonna get into the old like Dune jokes, but like he does look a little bit like the super handsome version of the Mentat. Like I love it. It looks great. You know what I'm talking about, Red. You know
I
exactly
know.
what.
I think.
I know what
everyone-
the fuck you're talking about.
Yes.
Wait,
like
when you-
this, but handsome, terrifying.
When you say like not my type, Siren's gonna look a little bit flustered. No, I meant he's quiet. That I wasn't talking.
It's
Should we
okay,
go in?
Amiga.
And just
By all means, Spectre. Are there any more traps in the room at the moment, or did we get those all set off?
No, sir.
Sort of like pierced.
It just seems like there's a lot of bullet holes riddling much of your unnecessary electronics. No servers are being damaged in the process.
Gracias, amigo. And he just sort of like gives a bow and like a silent thank you to Knight as he steps into the room.
He just gives you a very like
backward.
small, vague gesture with a cigarette, like. It just goes back to smoking.
This guy's a cool rating of 10. I'm just gonna say it. not even talking from Upton. Like this guy's just like, what a fucking badass. So
new face.
yeah. Uptime's gonna slide into the room, just sort of take a look around. What's the condition, boss? How bad is it look?
Well, other than you have some new microscopic windows for flies, it's in pretty decent condition. Whoever got in here was definitely a net runner, and not just some sort of like thug. They knew what they were doing. They like got in here and meticulously placed those traps and what have you, and
overrode my net protections, basically walked through. Yeah.
yeah, and
Clearly they're good.
And as soon as you jack in, you realize that they had like fake software that represented that all of your stuff was still green. So you got no ping. They literally slid in, dropped a bunch of fake net, went deep, dug everything out, left.
Had a
And
feeling. Yeah.
Where did you hide the briefcases?
So the briefcases were on the far side of the room, behind the those plates that pin you to the ground. It was the last line of defense, kind of. But it would have been. So you know how the way when you build a house, you have the interior of the house, where you have the actual interior wall, and you have the exterior wall, and then you have the support structures between. So at the very end, he would have had probably like a computer rigged up that looks like the central terminal, which is, you know, it could function like it, but it was really just kind of like a bit of a decoy. It's behind it in the wall where he would have had that. And since the walls are made out of metal on this, the interior would have been smaller than the actual box to get the space to put those boxes in. Because we had the money, and we had that. And so I figure he probably would have had them in two different compartments. Probably the chip higher, above where you and I would be like looking, so like about 5-6 feet up. And then the other would be basically ground level. The walls would have to like literally be opened with handles, but you'd need to know how to engage the handles or that they were even, if that makes sense.
Okay. Well, everything seems closed in that regard.
Siren, can I ask you a huge favor?
Yes, you can ask.
Could you do me a favor and close the door? Just let Knight know I need to check something fast.
I will do as he asks.
As you go to the door, you see like Knight just like staring you down. He has like this semi glow to his eyes, and it's like this hazel sort of like gray, blue, green sort of mixture. And as you go to close the door, he just shakes his head like, "Don't."
That's what he's asked me to do.
If he...
Leave it open.
He's
Okay,
asking me to leave it open.
leave it open. If Knight wanted to kill us or do anything to us, he could have done it a million times over. And he's working for Iceman, and I trust his professionalism. So,
I at
sure.
least trust Iceman's professionalism as well.
And the man took some bullets for us, so I have to trust his professionalism. He's going to sort of like lean back, press the buttons on the bottom where the money would be, and just sort of stand back immediately, just like take 10 steps to 15 steps away, and just like watch the bottom floor to see if there's anything.
The briefcases are gone, and in their place is a small platinum coin with a taunting little smiley face on the front of it. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Cool.
Nice.
Good
Blue
session.
applause.
Good session, everyone.
Thank you. I didn't die. Hooray.
Not yet. But you didn't hear that from me.
What?
Oh,
Huh? So, let's introduce ourselves in order. I believe did I have Kat go first last time, or Art?
It was Cat that time, and then I was the one before.
Okay. I'll just start with Art and go left to right on introductions.
Yeah. Every time. Yeah, I have been Artemis. I'm still really bad at intros. I I make music. You can find me on Twitter and SoundCloud. I haven't written something for a while, and it's bugging me because I've been busy working on a other project, which I will reveal very soon. It's a super secret thing. I'm always working on secret things.
Same though.
Yeah, that's me.
Well, thank you very much. We always enjoy Vacant being a doofus. It's very
It is.
endearing and charming.
Or what was it? What was it you said? Dumbass with a guitar?
But, hey, I said idiot with a guitar.
Idiot with a guitar. There we go. I'm never
Uh,
letting you forget that.
I,
Ever.
I said it. But also, Vacant didn't hear me say it.
No, but Artemis did.
all right, Ahmed.
This is going to be
Whoa.
addressed in the group chat later.
Hello, everyone.
Whatever.
I'm the last Omnitech, your favorite robot American. Thank you all for tuning in as always. You guys can catch me on my own channel Thursdays and Saturdays, 10:30 a.m. EST. I do on Thursdays the Breakfast Club, where we all hang out, chill, relax, and just sort of chat as the TTRPG community. I play video games. I work on art projects. We just have a good time. On Saturday, I run the Stellar Forge, where I do active world building, rule smithing, and art for my tabletop role-playing game settings and projects I'm involved with. I will probably start doing some commissions live then too, because my commissions just opened and then immediately filled up because you all are awesome and crazy. So keep an eye out for that. My commissions will remain open in the future. As soon as I finish the ones that are currently on my docket, I will clear them, and you guys can jump in and get artwork. So keep an eye out for that. Other than that, thank you all as always for tuning in to watch. And I personally wanted to say sorry for not running the Breakfast Club this morning. It's been about a year since my grandfather passed, and we spent the day with my family. So I'm okay. I don't need condolences. I just want to let you all know, important family stuff comes first. So thank you guys so much. Red, as always, much love.
Thank you, man. Thank you as always for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
Every week now. Yeah, so that's crazy. I'm glad to know you. You know that.
Oh yeah, man. It's a love fest, you.
Will the two of you pack it in?
Oh, we will. Don't worry.
That's what they're trying to do.
Goodbye.
This is a PG show.
Nothing.
When was this a PG show?
I know.
Alec.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I'm Alexam. I'm a pro DM for Very Well Things Homebrew. This is a delight. I'm so glad obviously Duke is so special to Mara, but being Fireball is an absolute shit show, and I love it. So it's great to be here. But I will say, I do a lot of stuff. I currently run 12 to 15 games per week. I now am offering Vampire the Masquerade, Cyberpunk Red, Lancer, Thirsty Sword Lesbian, Blade in the Dark, and a couple other systems. If you want to play any of those professionally, I would be more than happy to run it for you. You can find me on Twitter and other places, Twitch, where I stream every other week. I do my own Cyberpunk Red campaign where I do Phantom Pain that actually has Artemis in it.
Ew.
And amongst others. And it is inspired by gears of a metal nature that are legally distinct. And every Wednesday, I do Skies of Belarius, a 5e campaign set in the Belarius setting created by Bogus Cheesecake that actually has Omni in it, and amongst others. And then every other Thursday, I'm either here being Fireball and being ridiculous, or I'm doing Enchanting Escapades, which that name is subject to change, with Sea Levered Art, where I am writing up homebrew stat blocks or player options while Sea Levered Art is illustrating them. And we do that live on air. And then stay tuned, because in September on Altered Echo Archives, I will be hosting the Red Masquerade, which is a mashup of Cyberpunk Red and Vampire the Masquerade. So if you want to see vampires in Night City, keep an eye out for that.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
So I do a lot of stuff.
There is a vampire poser gang in Night City.
Yes, the Philharmonic Vampires, and we will see what happens, because they might run into actual vampires.
Oh, that sounds like a great intro to something. I'm just saying, like, That'd be a great like cold open. I'm just saying. I'm just pitching ideas. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm here for.
Appreciate it.
No, I'm with you on that one, man. That's great. Also, this is the first I've heard of this, and that hurts emotionally. Like that hurts.
That's awesome.
But I will say, on a side note, it's like it is so much fucking fun to play with you guys every other week. So thank you for putting up a fireball, because he's only going to get worse from here.
Wonderful. He's wonderful. Never change.
And obviously, last but of course, by no stretch the least, Cat.
Me, cat. I was more confident this time. You see how I've been building in confidence each week that you say it's me. I'm Kat, otherwise known as the Law Mistress on Twitter, or pretty much anywhere else. I write, I blog about D&D stuff, and kind of mix it up with like folklore and myths, and try and put out articles about TTRPGs and tips for DM/GMs for their games. But more recently, I have been getting into the world of streaming. Obviously, I've been streaming here, absolutely loving it. I love playing with you guys every other week. It really does make my night. So thank you for playing with me and just holding my hand through Cyberpunk.
You're doing a great job. Even like
Seriously.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, God. Stop, you made me cry. Also, I have now started DMing my own campaign, D&D campaign that I homebrewed on Girls Run These Worlds. It is a Mythic Odysseys of Theros campaign. I had my first session a couple of weeks ago. The channel was dark last week, so this Sunday, the 14th, is going to be session 2. And it's going to be 3 till 6 p.m. GMT, which I believe is 10 till 1 Eastern time, 10 a.m. So if you can bring yourself to open your sleepy eyes and, come join me at 10 a.m., I would really appreciate all the love and support. Yeah, it's all right. I'm really having a blast with it. And yeah, so we'll just see what the adventurers get up to next session. But I'll keep you informed. And so I guess that's me done. I never know how to end these, so have a nice day.
It's really, let me just say, it's really nice to see somebody actually running one of the MTG themed source books, because I'm gonna be quite honest, you picked the best of the two. The Ravnica is kind of, it's still good, but it's like, it's a little weak. Theros has so much to it. It's a really great book, and I'm glad to see that somebody's running it. Also, somebody as prolific as yourself is running it. That's really cool. And maybe inspiring for somebody else to do something who also likes magic. But that's for the future. I've been Red, one of the 3 primary colors. I run this game every other Thursday at 2 p.m. CST, and now we have alternating with Call of Cthulhu at 7 p.m. CST, and that is hosted by Derek, and Omni joins us there as well. So if you can't get enough of Omni, if you can't get enough of me, we're on both of these shows. That's crazy. But yeah, check me out on Twitter. I'm doing a giveaway right now. Once I reach 2,000 followers on Twitter, I will be giving away a digital copy of Spelljammer. That book comes out next week. So sooner I get to 2K followers, sooner I can give the book away. So simple as that. But yeah, folks, I don't think I really have anybody to raid out into right now, so I'm just going to say good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you, and peace out.
Goodbye, my friends.
Bye.
Puppy!